Good evening, and welcome to the Autism Blogcast. I'm Jim Mancini.
And I'm Raphe. Neurotribes. That's the name of a book published last year by Steve Silberman. The book chronicles the history of autism, and as we all know, it's important to learn about history, lest history repeat itself. Neurotribe paints a picture, which includes missteps by scientists and providers, which moved our understanding of autism backwards, as well as the advances driven by many parents and advocates. The most notable misstep is that of the early focus on treating mothers and fathers of children with autism in response to the belief that autism was caused by poor parenting. It was advocacy by parents that pushed young scientists to conduct early genetics work in twin studies demonstrating that autism was a biological disorder and not caused by cold, aloof parents, which was called the refrigerator mother theory. So these early stories help illuminate the key point that our best scientific advances are really based on collaborations between families and scientists. Similarly, a second book published earlier this year, called In a Different Key by John Dunvan and Karen Zucker, portrays the story of autism and how autism moved from a rare childhood disorder to an everyday term in today's society. Well, in community news, we turn to Jim.
All right, thanks, Raphe. Nationally, there's been a call for universal screening for autism, including new models for effective screening, such as the Autism Navigator website out of Florida State University. While the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends screening for autism at 18 and 24 months, it is still not common practice, often due to time constraints during well-child visits. In order to learn what's happening here in Washington State, I met with Dr. Lisa Ibanez, Assistant Director of the University of Washington's READY Lab, which stands for Research in Early Autism Detection and Intervention. The READY Lab is currently running a training project using a screen, refer, treat model, which will be implemented in 4 counties in Washington State next year. Pediatricians and birth to 3 centers will receive training from the READY Lab. First, a pediatrician completes an initial screening at 18 months using a web-based version of the MChat. If there are concerns, the family is referred to a local birth to 3 center for a second-level screening, a parent interview, and initiation of therapy. Finally, the family would be referred for a comprehensive evaluation. An important part of this model is that treatment is initiated prior to receiving a diagnosis, which allows for early intervention while the family is waiting for confirmation of the diagnosis. While there is growing support from government agencies and providers, there are still obstacles to overcome, such as the time and money involved and buy-in from pediatricians and birth to three centers to implement this proactive approach. The take-home message from Dr. Ibanez is, if you have concerns about your child's development, ask your pediatrician to complete an autism screening. We continue to hear from families that providers did not take their concerns seriously, saying such things as, he can't have autism because he's smiling at me, or boys often talk late. If you have concerns, speak up and don't take no for an answer. For more information, check out the READY Lab website.
You know, Jim, since we've been doing this blogcast, people have been calling me Matt, and I couldn't really figure out why until I found this picture. And I think people are calling me Matt because this guy and I have the same hairstyle.
Yes, or perhaps it's the winning smile.
It could be the winning smile. Thanks, Jim. On that note, I'll see you next month.